The World Eskimo-Indian Olympics preserve a heritage of endurance, initiative and cooperation. Many of these games were designed to build up resistance to pain, a quality needed to survive the harsh realities of life in freezing temperatures. The ear paw does just that. Dennis Frankson came out on top in this event. Dennis then displayed his extraordinary tolerance of pain in the ear weight. With 16 pounds of lead attached to his ear, Dennis managed to walk a distance of 457 meters.
It hurts for a while, but then it gets numb. Then after a while, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Requiring strength, agility and endurance, the knuckle hop has its origins in seal hunting. The hunter would get close to his prey by imitating its movement on land. The object of this discipline is to see how far you can go with only the knuckles and toes allowed to touch the ground. David Thomas emerged as the victor in the men's event by hopping 30 meters. The Eskimo stick pull is a best-of-3 event where the aim is to pull your opponent over or the stick out of his or her hands. This event demonstrates the strength needed to pull a seal out of a breathing hole in the ice. The Indian stick pull is a test of a person's grip. The stick is of a different shape and is covered in grease.
Your arms are long enough, you don't have to go up like that.
In order to maintain our own identities, our own social norms, and our own customs, we have to continue doing this in spite of the fact that there are challenges to our subsistence way of life.
The kneel jump reflects the speed and balance needed whilst out on moving ice.
It's never really a competition between each other, it's just a battle for your own personal best heights.
When winds across the ice made vocal communication impossible, a hunter would signal to his village that he'd taken a kill by doing a 1-foot high kick. In this competition, Jesse recorded a mark of 9 feet 8 inches. That's around the height of a basketball net. Teamwork is an integral part of native Alaskan culture, and no game better illustrates this than the blanket toss. It dates back to when hunters would be tossed in the air by pullers working in unison in order to locate caribou and whales at great distances. Thrown from a walrus skin blanket, contestants are judged on height, balance, form, and landing.
What are they doing? They're carrying weights around on their ears, they're being thrown in the air, and they're kicking balls. What's the point of this, But, that's probably what they'll think at first, but, once they hear the stories behind the games and their purpose and where they come from, that each game has a meaning behind it, and the games are thousands of years old, then, they'll say, wow, those natives, they're pretty tough.